What is up, Bills Mafia? We have 108 days to go until the Buffalo Bills win Super Bowl 57, and this channel is going to document every single day leading up to that amazing moment with a video or live stream. I've decided to go live tonight, chat just a little bit about the Buffalo Bills and their big trade. The big trade that everybody's talking about. If you don't know about it, well, I'm going to break it to you here in just a second. Big trade. There's plenty of rumors going around. I'll tell you here in a second there, 210. And what's up, Intimidator? Yes, Buffalo Bills, their trade. Watching Bucks and Ravens right now, 10-10, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tom Brady's done. He's absolutely done. Saw him on the sideline moments ago, freaking out on his teammates. I just can't see this guy finishing the season, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if he suddenly has a mystery injury, like a hamstring or a back or something. Ooh, nice catch over the middle. Oh, the Ravens moving down the field. Lamar Jackson and his stupid 5-yard passes. He's going to finish with 140 yards passing again tonight, like he always does on 22 attempts. All right, let me get to the trade. Of course, I'm just talking about potential trades. Buffalo has not made a trade yet. 210. They haven't made a trade yet. But I think they will. And let's talk about it. And if they do make a trade, like I think they will, who are they going to get? What position specifically are they going to address? And, of course, there's just so much speculation, and no one knows what's going to eventually happen. But I can't help but think that it's more likely that Buffalo will trade to get somebody. That's what championship teams do in all sports. When they're on track to bring it home, it seems to me like championship teams are always bringing in somebody. How many times have you seen, especially in hockey, you got a top tier team and they're in the play, heading down the stretch of this regular season towards the playoffs, and they just start bringing in all these guys. You're like, how the heck can they, first of all, afford these guys? And second of all, how are they affording all these guys? So I think that'll be similar what will happen here in Buffalo. So we got some comments in the chat. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. It's just a tiny little channel with some really great people, and it's awesome to have you guys here. Offensive line, I've been thinking the same thing. It's not sexy, but I really believe that's a position that they really need to get some depth on. Buffalo has been injured all over in all their positions. But you have Spencer Brown dealing with injury. We lost, Tommy Doyle for the season. And I think, we traded away Cody Ford. Not that that was a loss. But I wouldn't mind having Cody Ford on this team right now. And so, getting another lineman would definitely be something I think the Bills should consider, and probably would. But who's out there? I don't know. They don't have anybody listed as offensive lineman and trade, any of these trade rumor websites or anything. So, but besides offensive line, there are plenty of positions where Buffalo could bring somebody in. I mean, at pretty much every position, except maybe the defensive line, defensive tackles, defensive end, I think we're pretty good there. Unless, of course, somehow, some way, that name that has popped up recently, Josh Allen of the Jaguars, for not just the fact that he's just an amazing player, but also having another Josh Allen on the team would be just so cool. But other than that position, defensive line, I think every position could use somebody. Safety, for sure, could use a player. I would like to see them bring in a wide receiver. Look at Jamar Chase. He's been put on injured reserve. I mean, just like that. We're one play away from having a top, maybe the top wide receiver core in the league to being just maybe a little bit above average. One injury, that's all it takes. So Bills Electric, thanks for coming on board and talking a little Bills trade here. And you don't want to see Bobby Hart on the offensive line. I hear you. Offensive line, Matt Hennessy, Falcons might be available. All right. Well, thank you. That's what I need. I need some people to come on these chats and help this old guy out. So I'll be looking around. I'll be looking out for Matt Hennessy. Let's see if he comes up in any trade talks. But, you pull up these websites and, they get it's a lot of clickbait, kind of like my stream here was a little bit of a clickbait tactic. Sorry about that. But besides Josh Allen, which would be absolutely amazing, but they won't go after him. They'd have to give up way too much for Josh Allen. There are guys out there, and one that seems to be a name that is popping up a lot, and a guy that he's a journeyman, and that is Brandin Cooks. I could see the Bills bringing in Brandin Cooks. He's got the experience. He still has the talent. I don't think the Bills would have to give up a ton in draft capital for him. Draft, I guess it would be draft choices. I could see giving up a 4th rounder for Brandin Cooks. And so there's one right there that I think has got a fairly decent chance of getting a call from the Bills. And Chase Claypool's name has been circulated a lot, and some people have tied him to the Buffalo Bills. I don't know if I'd want Chase Claypool. He doesn't necessarily seem to be the type of player that would fit in our locker room, but he is talented, and I think his talent is being wasted in Pittsburgh right now. But then again, even with Ben Roethlisberger, he kind of struggled. He wasn't really being very productive in the last 2-3 years. So I don't know that Chase Claypool would work out here in Buffalo. So another offensive lineman, Andre Dillard, offensive lineman for the Eagles. Would they really give up? I mean, are the Eagles really looking to trade anybody away? You see Joe B., I assume he's from, was it WGRZ or something, thinks that he could be someone we would keep an eye on. All right. Again, offensive lineman, no one wants to talk about offensive linemen, but that is where the Bills, I think, definitely need to make a move as the Ravens score a touchdown. As I look up, just missed that about a minute ago, the Ravens take the lead over the Buccaneers, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad the Buccaneers are not going to be around, and they lost Shaquille Barrett to injury tonight in this game. Be very interesting to see what type of injury that is. Not that the Buccaneers were a threat in the NFC, but that's what I'm talking about. You got these guys going down all over the league. I mean, you can't necessarily guess at which position you're going to end up needing to bring somebody in to, compensate for an injury. But man, you just want to be ahead of the curve. Like, what is the one position where the Bills could not afford an injury? I would have to say that would either be the safety position, offensive line, or wide receiver. Those are the 3 position groups I think the Bills, I think they're going to make a move. They might make more than one. And it's going to happen this weekend. It's going to happen. I will bet you that the Bills make a trade before the game Sunday night or soon after, like that Monday. But I can see the Bills making a move. They'll probably wait until after Sunday. So I could see the Bills making a move Sunday night into Monday morning. I could see something happening. Safety would be lean if we have another injury. Yes. I mean, why wait for another injury? Jordan Poyer's already been hurt a couple times. Obviously, Micah Hyde is out. And, they're the guys that have filled in at the safety position they've been serviceable. I think they've played okay. They had some problems in that Dolphins game that showed up pretty quick. And, but they've played fairly well. Damar Hamlin has played fairly well. Jaquan Johnson, I don't necessarily know if he's really made much of an impact at the safety position. And we are getting Tre'Davious White back. So, he'll make that safety position better from the corner. So that's what I'm saying. What's up, Nathan? Go Bills, baby. He said, trade Josh Allen. I was just talking about Josh Allen of the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. Bring in Josh Allen along with, can you imagine Josh Allen of the Jacksonville Jaguars coming here to play along with Von Miller, Greg Rousseau? That would be just insane, but that won't happen. The Bills would have to give up weight. They'd probably have to give up a number one pick, I think, to get Josh Allen. All right, just some other guys that are in trade rumors, trade talk. You have Elijah Moore of the New York Jets. Wouldn't want him. He looks like he's kind of a cancer in the locker room. Mike Gesicki. That's interesting. I don't know a ton about like the back end of all this stuff, contracts and options and all of the the nitty gritty of all of that. But Mike Gesicki being a name being circulated as a potential trade, that surprises me because the Dolphins are of course contending for the playoffs this year. Again, Chase Claypool, I think that would be a very interesting trade option for the Bills. I don't know if I'd want him, but I do believe he's talented enough where he will be sought after by someone needing a wide receiver. I can't get away from offensive line, though. You guys have nailed it. I mean, offensive line, to me, seems to be the one position where the Bills absolutely need some insurance there. I'd take it, man. Again, not sexy, but I'd take it. Other names, Cam Akers. Don't care about that. Jerry Jeudy. Now, there's a guy, if we're going to make a move for anybody, I would love to see the Bills somehow, some way bring Jerry Jeudy in. Can you imagine Jerry Jeudy, Stephon Diggs, and Gabe Davis? I know it's not going to happen. But that would be great. But Brandin Cooks, I think the price would probably be right for him. He has playoff experience, and he's still talented enough to make a difference. Kendrick Bourne of the Patriots. I do not see the Patriots trading him to the Bills. I wouldn't want A.J. Green. But K.J. Hamler of the Broncos, that's another interesting one. And then finally, another player that some of these websites are circulating as a potential trade candidate is what's his name from the Broncos, the defensive end that was drafted just before Josh Allen. His name is escaping me. He's got the same name as the Browns running back. Someone please in the chat. What's his name? Broncos pass rusher. So his name has popped up, and that would be interesting to see where he would end up going. It'd be amazing again to get a guy, a talent like that. What's up, Broncos? Everybody say it yet? Broncos pass rusher. Chubb. Bradley Chubb. Thank you. Jeez. Getting old. Anyway, so let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Would love to know, what's on your mind. But I'm telling you, this is going to happen, I believe, by Monday morning. Buffalo will have traded for somebody. Ooh, as Evans hauls in a long pass from Tom Brady. This is a pretty good Thursday night game. So I'm going to go watch it now. Cannot wait for Sunday. Sunday's going to be epic. Packers, Bills, and I got tickets to go see the Bills and Vikings in 2.5 weeks. Cannot wait for that. It's going to be great to get to the stadium again. It's been a couple of years since I got to a game. Looking forward to it very, very, very much. All right, guys. Buffalo Bills, Super Bowl champions this year in 108 days. See you tomorrow.
The Bills make me wanna shout, kick your heels up and shout, throw your hands up and shout, throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout, yeah, 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 yeah.
Say you will.
Shout it right now, baby.
Say you will.
Come on, come on.
Say you will.
Come on and shout.
Say you will.
Yeah.
Shout.
Buffalo's happening now.
Shout.
We're on the move now.
Shout.
The Bills are happening now.
Shout.
They're making it happen now.
Shout.
We got the spirit.
Shout.
A lot of spirit, yeah.
Shout.
We got the spirit.
Shout.
Just watch it happen now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo.
The Bills make me wanna
Shout.
throw your head back and
Shout.
throw your hands up and
Shout.
kick your heels up and
Shout.
come on now. The Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Say you will.
Shout it right now, baby.
Say you will.
Yeah.
Shout.
Buffalo's happening now.
Shout.
We're on the move now.
Shout.
The Bills are happening now.
Shout.
They're making it happen now.
Shout.
We got the spirit.
Shout.
A lot of spirit, yeah.
Shout.
We got the spirit.
Shout.
Just watch it happen now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo.
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 The Bills make me wanna
Shout.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.